Like, that's just so totally awesome. Like, I just can't believe it. Hey guys, it's Amanda. I've talked a lot about British versus American English, so when I came across this video, Brits' favorite American words, I had to watch it. I've had so many comments saying that we have absolutely butchered the English language, so I can't imagine there are very many words that you guys like. However, if you do have a favorite, please let me know in the comments.
It's three words, but the middle one is a particle, as a Greek scholar would say. And it's that amazing phrase that is used when something extraordinary, remarkable, obscene, delightful, funny, zany, weird happens in America. And that is only in America.
The two words I heard most often throughout the visit were interagency process, which is the American for government working together.
So my word is to...
Knew that one was going to be on there. That is the top of everyone's favorite American word list.
Cilantro, which means coriander, which I spent a long time remembering at the pub quiz last night, and I will never forget.
So the one phrase that I would like to practice is Dan, and I think that's a good phrase.
Fantastic.
We're all quite fair.
Turned around. So if I was to say I got turned around, it means I got lost, and that's something that I'm going to implement back home.
So one word that you could possibly pick up from your time in America is saying cookies for all kinds of biscuits.
There are so many food differences. So many. Eggplant, aubergine, crisps, chips, courgette, zucchini. You could literally, well, okay, maybe not literally go on forever, but you could have a pretty long list. And as for cookies, they're all still cookies to me. However, I do still use birth?
Houston, we have a problem.
I do still use both of the terms. It just depends on the day. Sometimes I'm eating a cookie and I'll call it a biscuit. Other times I'm eating a biscuit and I'll call it a cookie.
Get out of here.
I know what you're thinking. Amanda leads a crazy life. And you aren't wrong.
I don't know if this counts as a phrase because I use it in English, so it just sounds better in an American accent, but oh my god.
Jacked up, which means in the Royal Navy, everything's good. In the US Navy means everything's catastrophically bad.
What is your favourite American phrase? Holy cow. Holy cow, excellent.
And I'd like to bring...
Holy cow. I haven't heard that in ages. I actually used to be like, holy moly. Everyone I know. I don't even know where that came from. Holy moly. I used to use it all the time. All the time.
Excellent.
And I'd like to bring back y'all.
Okay, I'm going to go for a classic. It's probably already been said, but awesome.
Awesome.
So two phrases would be canteen instead of cafeteria, and pants instead of trousers. And that one's got me in trouble before.
Me too. The first word is the word caucus. Trying to understand that. And the second word I hopefully see quite regularly is barbecue, but that's maybe a word that I use here, but much more often hopefully in California.
Did you just say barbecue and California in the same sentence? Now, I'm not saying they don't do barbecue, but if you want like proper barbecue, you need to go down south, not to California. Not to California.
My phrase is, have a nice day, because I'm going to have a nice day every day that I'm in America.
Well, I just didn't like her tone very much. No. I couldn't even tell you actually how many comments from people telling me how much they hate when we Americans say that. And I don't get it. It's usually said with a smile, and from my experience, most people mean it. Yeah, okay, sometimes it can be over the top, but it's just part of our customer service. Just like walking into a shop in England and not really being bothered by the staff. It's the cultural norm here. But if I'm really being honest, I do prefer to be left alone. Like, I'll always ask for help if I need it, But to be followed around the store, because sometimes in some shops in the States, like the staff will like follow you around and be like, oh, that's lovely. Well, actually they wouldn't say lovely. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. That would look great on you. And then it's kind of like, all right, I can shop my own. Thank you. But that video is actually, I don't know, short and a bit odd. I can't imagine most of those were favorite American words. But something I find funny is when most people do like the typical American accent, which I did a few times, it always sounds like the Valley Girl from like the West Coast. Like, that's just so totally awesome. Like, I just can't believe it. But then, and I've never actually met an American that sounds like that, except in the movies, which I'm sure they exist, obviously. It's come from somewhere. But then, on the flip side of that, I, among loads of other people, are just as guilty of thinking that every British person sounds like Hugh Grant, when they most certainly do not. Not even close. So overall, that video was a little bit of a letdown. I mean, that was the most weird, slightly boring list. But what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What words would you add? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, smash that like button if that's what you're into, and I'll see you in the next video.